Show today on Wednesday, August the 26th, and a little bit unexpected topic today as well because we have an update from Ukraine and their policies right now regarding the travel. And I just felt it would be a good time to connect with you about that. So, Ukraine bans foreigners to entry starting today, that started today on August 26th, to till September the 28th. Hi, Stephen. And I felt your pain, guys. And I just want to come and, we can discuss it for a few and then just talk about, is it really that big of a problem and should you really get discouraged? Of course, you know that what I'm going to say, the answer. Just a second. But first of all, I want to welcome everyone. I want to say that life is continuing. I hope the tripod would not fall. Good evening, everybody. Um, Good to see you. It's a little late, but hey, we are still all here. I want to thank you for these beautiful roses. Somebody is getting spoiled rotten. I want to thank you for the wonderful support and all the wonderful, beautiful things that have been happening on the channel. Thank you so much. We do not have Zoom today. We did not have Zoom today, guys. So don't worry, you didn't miss anything. We do not have Zoom every Wednesday anymore. We have a smaller group. So we go for a long time and then we take a break. So if you want to know and join next Zoom, I will make an announcement. So welcome everybody. So welcome. And once again, thank you so much guys for supporting the channel, for super chatters, for comments. I had received some belated super chat in my mail with questions. Okay, so we're gonna have a separate live show when I'm gonna respond that. So welcome everybody. Let's see who we'll have in the room. Stephen, I hear you. Yes, we're gonna talk a little bit about politics, a little bit about the situation, in Belarus, a little bit situation in Ukraine, but then we're gonna talk about, so what can we do? What could you do? How can you keep going and don't get discouraged? Okay, and you can share your thoughts about this. Let's make it interactive and let's not go for too long. Unless it's super awesome, let's not make it a super long discussion. If you will see it as a super long discussion, it means it was too much fun. So I got today a link from Ricky. Ricky, he's now in Ukraine. He's like my window to the world. He always sends me articles. Yes, bubbles will happen a little bit later. So Ricky sent me the article about this. So I checked it out. There are a few exceptions. Let me put some. Let's see. There are a few exceptions, guys, for the travelers, but you can read yourself the article. You can find it online. But really, those exceptions will not apply for the most people. So it sounds like for those of you who had planned to for those of you who had planned to travel in September, it could be frustrating. It's entire months. Hopefully, that won't go too much longer than that because some things get continued, some things get postponed. It's really hard to trust the information because it often changes, especially in Ukraine. So not only in Ukraine though, but it's ever changing, and the updates on everything is ever changing. So if you had planned to travel, I know actually several of my subscribers connected with me and they were excited about going in September. Um, I don't think there is very many things that could be done, um, except just making a new plan, you know. And I want you to know, guys, that this is a time where the lady of your dreams going through all kinds of thoughts, and it's your time to shine in terms of being a leader, you know, and being a man of your word, being a man who can handle things. You may be frustrated, you know, you can talk about your frustrations here, but don't forget that she is looking up to you. And you know, even though it's frustrating, especially if you got your airfare and you planned everything, but honestly, in a big, if you look at the world, you know, 1 month, you can make it through the months. Okay, you can make it through the months. I know it's pushing everything back and it's frustrating, but still. Yes, I hope that they will not shut down they won't shut down the transportation. It's devastating. You guys, for those of you who may be new to my channel or have never been to Ukraine, majority of people use public transportation. They actually have public transportation in Ukraine. Um, in US, I don't consider one bus a day public transportation. For majority of people in the US, especially who lives in suburbs and small towns and all these areas, we all use our vehicles, right? For Ukraine, when they shut down the subway or buses, it's a devastation. So I'm making this live video just to connect with you, I want to hear from you. How many of you had planned to travel to Ukraine in September? If you did, please write in the chat or write under the video when the live video is over. Share what's on your mind. Um, yeah, Stephen was planning the trip. I could tell, Stephen. I could tell. Listen, you'll have to plan it for October. I know it's almost like somebody stealing, you know, days of your life, but what can you do? You know, guys, I was thinking about something else. This situation really gives you a perspective on life. A lot of people think that, oh, you know, money change everything, or you can do everything and anything if you have a particular amount of money in your bank. But this situation tells you that it's not exactly and always true. This situation may kind of let you know once again that taking right decisions, taking timely decisions, it's so important. It's so important. A lot of men, I mean, a lot of people in general, you know, we think, oh, you know, I'll do this after tomorrow, I'll do this, you know. We have this culture of postponing things, moving things, and this is just such a reminder. You guys know I always look for like a silver lining in things, and I feel that this is such a reminder to let you know that, hey, you may think you're gonna postpone something, but you may not necessarily have the power to make it happen when you think you want to make it happen. And if you think that some people are more powerful because they have more money in the bank, sometimes some people are more powerful and more successful because they are capable of taking timely decisions. A lot of people were postponing things and they're now regretting they were postponing. Another thing is that a lot of you made a trip. You know, we had a trip for several years. I had a little group. We were going to Ukraine, and also a lot of my subscribers in the last 3-4 years have been traveling to Ukraine. And I've got a lot of feedback that they were very happy that they done it. You know, I'm just sharing the feedback from people that, you know, were glad they made it to Ukraine. They may or may not have met somebody, but they had the experience, or they experienced the cultures, they went out, they met people. Some people did connect with somebody, and now, even though things are postponed, but they have a connection with somebody and they are working on the documents, even though things are pushed back. But this is just, it's such a great reminder to do things on time. How many of us procrastinate sometimes and think tomorrow after tomorrow? I'm speaking from the experience because in the last couple of years, I probably talk to at least several hundred of people. I'm thinking, at least. I didn't really count, but, and a lot of times it's kind of this attitude of fear, and people would put their fears first and not go. I feel that there is no true laziness or procrastination. It's just the fear that things would not work, things not gonna be perfect, and people just scared to act on their instincts. And this is just, this is just my Ukrainian perspective on this. Yes, it's definitely frustrating. I had some plans of my own. I had some visions as well for the fall, and this is just also a reminder that not everything can be postponed. And it's also a chance for you guys to show your leadership. I see that, like, Stephen was commenting that, oh, this happens, and let's see what Stephen said about the virus, the financial devastation, the economies, the Belarus. But this is a time to show, to become, and kind of preserve yourself. I mean, preserve negative emotions, preserve, how to say this, to contain yourself. This is your time to shine as a leader for just for your little union. If it's you, if you have a fiance or a lady that you've seen in Ukraine, and just look at what can be done and just be calm and strategic, and don't waste a lot of air to complain. I want to tell you this. When you complain to the Ukrainian lady, you just, not just Ukrainian lady, when you complaining and you're not sure, it's not going to show your best, your best qualities. And I want to tell you why I'm sharing this with you. Because for us, ladies in Ukraine, ladies of Ukraine, or ladies of post-USSR, we have been through many, many, many crises and collapses. I feel like people in the West maybe had less events that were shaken. I mean, it depends when you were born, because some people were born, they've been through crises and depressions and all kinds of things. That's been happening here as well. Some people lost businesses and so on and so forth. But we've been through a lot. For us, this is just another change. So this is just, maybe we all taken for granted that things are not always perfect. Things are, that things were stable for so long. That's another perspective. Things were stable for very long. We didn't have, such a major crisis like this for a long time. So you're just gonna appear very weak and insecure. I'm just telling you this from the work I do. If you're gonna be complaining and you're gonna get into this victim mentality, oh, this happening, the world is colliding, even though that may be true, but you gotta take over these destructive emotions and see what actually could be done. Okay, we are postponing this, but we are doing this and that. This is your time to shine. Life is gonna bring the crises, and this is also your opportunity to show her how you dealing through, with things. She will look at this and think, oh wow, this guy, he doesn't look his cool. He is patient, he is planning, he is confident, he is strategic. Of course, what do you mean offer her hope? I mean, you don't need to offer her hope. You gotta be in this confident state that, hey, it's just another bump in the road, another 30 days we need to postpone things. Oh well. So that's basically it. This is just my outlook. And guys, the reason, when I come to my channel and I talk to you guys, I'm not acting in my feminine, I'm not trying to be, it's not exactly a date. I'm sharing information, I'm sharing experiences, so I'm more in my masculine energy, I'm sharing you what's going on. But in my personal life, um, hi everybody, I'm glad everybody's joining the chat. Hi Tanya, привет. In my personal life, when I am next to the person that takes decisions, that take leadership, I act very feminine naturally. And Ukrainian women, Slavic women in general, feminine women in general, want to feel that they can relax next to you. When they need to take decisions for you, when they need to calm you down about the crisis, it's not a good dynamic. So I'm just saying to you, as your friend, as somebody who is always on your side, that this is time to just strategize and think about, all right, well, yet another month, but it will go faster than you're gonna notice. And if you have to replan. And the thing is, things have not been smooth for the last, I don't know, 6 months or however long. So I don't think it's that big of a surprise. A lot of people have been expecting, the second wave, what they say, right? What they mention. So I am reminding you that yes, these are the updates, but don't lose your cool. Have a strategy. Maybe, you can plan a visit and a vacation. Do the most of it. You are, if you're lucky and you will actually be with somebody, if you develop in connection, let this be your main crisis. Let this be the biggest problem, that she needs to wait for you 1 more month. Okay? Once again, let this be your biggest challenge, that you have to wait for her for another month. All right? But I'm just reminding you, as somebody who is advocate from your side, but somebody who understands the feminine perspective, the women's perspective. So she looks at you and she's looking up to you. So remember that. That's your time to shine, your time to shine, your time to show your leadership skills and support. Make sure you have communication, make sure you talk often, and you have some kind of way how often you connect, so you can support with her. Do a lot more live chats, live videos, or FaceTime, whatever that is, WhatsApp, whatever you technology or way of communication you use. Yeah, most people don't use Skype anymore. So it's usually Viber or WhatsApp or Messenger. If you have Skype, doesn't matter. Static unit, I have a surprise for you. You'll be very surprised, but my advice is not free. And your question is so out of topic and so out of out of sorts. Yes, baby. I wish you I wish you the best, but your question is, you have to put a little bit more effort if you want me to help you um, in the middle of completely different topic. Okay? Yeah. That's another thing, guys. Everything you do, when your words, when you have something important, for me, I'm gonna tell you something that I noticed as a professional, but also as a woman myself. When some men have very serious issues, or they have an important decision to make, and they want to ask a big important question, not mentioning this person right now in the chat, but just in general, they will hop on a live chat and they want me to respond to some very crucial question. Um, you wonder how serious that person is when you do not want to invest any money, any effort, and any time to take some really serious decisions or resolve some very serious situations. That just tells so much about you that I can't hear your words. You know, your personality speaks so loud, I can't hear what you're saying. Once again, I don't really know this person on the chat right now. It's not about him or her or whoever it is, but this is just my observation. Ukrainian women always look at the action. They always look at what you offer and what you do. So remember, and this time is crucial. If you have a crisis in your relationship, you want to be very careful right now at this time, because this is a time where you want to make the right strategic move. You want to connect and not disconnect with somebody, meaning your lady. You want to build a stronger foundation. You want to unite through these frustrating and disappointing experiences. You want to make sure that you put your action where your mouth is, and you do what you need to support and appear serious. So that's basically it. Any questions, comments? You see, that is the best time to take charge. That is the best time to take control. Yes, even though you don't have control over the situation, but you can have a control how you refer to the situation. Once again, you can use another month. Take an extra gig, take care of some things, put some things to order. We always have things we can be working on instead of spending. I want to tell you the biggest secret, about Ukrainian women and women who are analytical and smart and looking for truly masculine men, is that when they notice that you complain and you are lost, you do it for too often and too long. If you sum up the time of sharing about your frustration and complaining, or not be able to resolve something, you can be using this very time to solve and make things better and refocus on what you can do and how you can use this time. So yeah, I'm always very careful with people for who nothing ever works, and they would take a lot of time. They would take hours to take about what did not work out, but they would not put hours into making things work. Once again, you talk for hours why or how things are not working out, but would not put the hours to make things work. So once again, guys, just a reminder. Anyway, I've gotten so many questions and comments, guys. Thank you so very much. I'm working through it. And once again, thank you for the belated super chats with questions. I promise you, I either answer you through email, so if you send me like a little super chat and a question through the PayPal, so what I've done is I respond to you straight to the point. I'm not gonna go into long details and blah blah blah. You answer me, you ask a question, I give you a very straightforward answer. If you want to know more, then you will have to talk to me in person, but you can get a pretty good answer. So I had people asking me about their certain things. um, some situations don't really need a going into depth 1 hour discussion. So once again, some situations do not need 1 hour discussion. When you are getting scammed, I see it, I can tell you. So um, I send emails back to most, but not all yet. Hi, Renee. Oh, thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate this. Thank you for the super chat. Um, and Bill is saying, "Oh, you simply rock." Thank you. I am glad that my message resonates, and we're gonna put some bubbles. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Yes, hopefully they will open in October. Guys, let me tell you something. If she's waiting for you, September, October is not gonna make the world of a difference. Once again, if the woman is truly waiting for you, she wants to see you, 1 month is not going to change how she feels about you and her plans. But your attitude may, I'm going to say this again, your attitude, I understand that you have feelings. I'm not recommending or suggesting that, oh, bottle it up, or, don't show that you don't care. Absolutely not. Just do your best. Just do your best in this situation. Talk to people who are in Ukraine. Come to our Zoom chat. We have Ricky who is in Ukraine, and he sent me that article today. So, he's my window to the world in Ukraine. So, this video is mainly to support you. So, I just want to tell you that it's gonna be all right. We have been through so much. We have been through so much. We post USSR people. I don't know if Tanya is still here. Tanyusha, you still here? If you can relate to this, we've been through so much changes and challenges that really it's hard to it's hard to take us out of alignment. We know that it's gonna be all right in the end. And I'm gonna keep bubbles for a little bit longer just to bring some positive vibes and read some comments. I think, Stephen, my dear friends, when you buy tickets to Ukraine, please remember to use travel insurance. I'm not sure if they refund you if everything closes. I'm not sure about the policies. I believe most of companies probably would do it, but get the travel insurance. Spend a couple $100 or $100 extra, or even less than that, and get a travel insurance so you can rebook your trip. Yeah, Tanusha is supporting us. The whole thing about this corona, think about this. Every single one of us have been through our personal crisis. You have been when you maybe you was out of work, or you were laid, how you call it, laid out, no, I forgot. Laid off, maybe you were laid off. We all been through crises. Some people have been through sicknesses, through um, car crashes, accidents. So basically this is just a crisis that unites people, but all of us have some experience of how to deal with crisis. And it is kind of an interesting time. It's a good time to observe and kind of preserve your energy before you do something crazy. Save your energy and save your money. So when this madness is over, you can be in a good shape. Okay, you see, Steven, you have your vouchers. So yeah, there have been a lot worse crises. That's very true. Some people going through crisis right now. Some people going through courts. Some people go through divorces. Some people going through death. Some people are not able to see their loved ones because of this madness. So I honestly do not see that big of a problem. Yes, if you planned and if you have some, documents brewing, if you had some events, following up each other, it is a challenge, but really, I'm pretty sure we're gonna make it for the most part. So, thank you, Lance. Thank you for the kind words. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kind words and compliments. Hi, Aaron. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. All right, I'm gonna go back to normal. Thank you again, Bill, for supporting the channel. Let's see who we have today. So yes, guys, any thoughts, inspirational quotes, because we're gonna need them. Yes, we don't know exactly when things gonna go back to normal. We all have big hopes that certain events going to put things in a better, standing, and that, you know, it's more than just a virus. We all know that. I don't even want to go into this discussion, but whatever happens, good things are, make it worthwhile to wait for them. Good things make it worthwhile to wait for them. Yes, it is frustrating when somebody is trying to create a big noise out of where it's not necessary, but that's what it is right now. Oh, black and white. Yeah. Maybe. I'm just reading the comments, guys. Exactly. The road to a friend's house is never long. Exactly. Um, yeah, it does make sense, Aaron. Aaron is asking, Veronica, does it make sense to invite your Slavic girl to meet you in a foreign country for vacation if the country is allowing tourists? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is one of the ways you can deal with it. And this is how you should um, look. You should look for opportunities. I have one of my subscribers who just came back from Turkey. I believe he works for airline, and he was meeting with a girl in Turkey, and they had a great time. He just came back recently. I don't know, maybe he's even watching, or he probably will watch the recording of this show. So, absolutely. Um, you just want to make sure that you have enough of trust, that you meet, that she's real and she's going to be there. But rather than that, yes. And the thing is, when you also travel with her, it will show if she really wants to meet you. And also, you will spend a lot more time together if you travel. And I can tell you, most of ladies are thirsty to get away from being stuck for so long. So, I mean, maybe not thirsty, but eager to get away and spend some social time and explore and have fun. So, yes. The answer is yes, Aaron. Wow, Yelena is the star of the show today. Yelena, maybe you should do a live show on your channel so, we can all enjoy your wisdom. Yeah, you can discern her sincerity, and you can discern your own sincerity, and see if you like her. Guys, I have an offer for you. I'm gonna stop this live stream right now, and I'm gonna make myself some tea, and I'm gonna come back in about 5 to 10 minutes. I have one question that I wanted to answer on the video, but it's gonna be another video, okay? Hopefully, and I'm not planning to make it for too long because beauty sleep is important. George saying no. No, George, I'll come back, I promise. I have my tea or my little drink next to me. Um, I just want to keep two topics separately. The topic is going to be, can you develop passionate relationship online? If I could get $1 each time somebody asked me about this, I would be right now going live from some mansion on Hawaii. Oh, whatever else, right? Once again, if I can get $1 for every time I'm asked this question, you would see some, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I would be live streaming from a private mansion on a private island. I'm just kidding, but I think it's a good question and I'm kind of in a mood. So, guys, bring your best attitude. I will see you in a few minutes.